Remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification.
The close of this message will entirely change the way you view your entire future. If you proudly walk away right now, you will sadly walk into tomorrow entirely blind to the massive blessing I have carefully placed right in front of your resting feet. Your deeply devoted soulmate is aggressively trying to contact you tonight, and I am finally giving you the perfect map to easily find their open arms. I was standing right here beside you. Your trusty heart was literally broken into 1,000 pieces, and I carefully collected every single fragment to properly make you entirely whole again. I have been secretly saving your completely restored heart for someone truly special who will constantly treat it exactly like the precious, fragile treasure it truly is. Do not foolishly doubt my master plan, because your destined soulmate is physically reaching for your hands tonight to forcefully bring final healing to your battered spirit. Have you ever softly heard a gentle, unexplainable whisper of sweet comfort in your quiet spirit just as you were peacefully drifting off to a deep sleep? That is the exact sound of their lonely soul loudly calling out to yours, perfectly guided safely through the dark night by my massive protective hand. Please do not carelessly miss this message tonight, because these gentle, quiet moments are the absolute proof that genuine love is finally arriving at your door. The Lord says, you must entirely surrender your personal timeline directly to me and permanently stop trying to aggressively force the broken pieces of your life to magically fit together on your own. My divine timing is entirely perfect, and I have intentionally kept you far apart from them until both of you were fully, completely ready for this monumental connection. Trust completely in my deep wisdom tonight, for your true soulmate is desperately seeking your face, and the long season of waiting is almost entirely over. Keep your strict focus securely entirely on my comforting words, because the final revelation patiently waiting at the very end of this script will instantly dissolve all your lingering fears. I desperately want to graciously give you a clear, physical sign in the real waking world so you simply never have to painfully guess about your future again. Your destined soulmate is desperately trying to genuinely contact you tonight, and this profound truth will very soon be visibly clear to your own waking eyes. The major secret you must finally understand today is that every single rejection you ever painfully faced was secretly my powerful protection keeping you entirely available for this exact moment. If those deeply flawed past connections had magically worked out, you would absolutely not be standing correctly on the threshold of this perfect, heaven-sent union. Do not carelessly miss this precise message, for tonight you are finally truly understanding exactly why absolutely everything in your deeply painful past actually had to sadly happen. When you soon look up and see two birds joyfully flying extremely close together directly outside your window, or catch a sudden sweet fragrance of blooming flowers, do not quickly ignore it.
The woman with varicose veins uses a grounding well mattress. This is what happens to
Flowers, do not quickly ignore it. I intentionally set these simple, earthly physical signs to constantly remind peace that will permanently settle your highly anxious heart forever. The dark enemy desperately wants you to quickly stop listening, to permanently remain in suffocating doubt, but I am loudly calling you to boldly stand entirely firm in pure hope. Your true soulmate is actively trying to desperately contact you tonight, and quietly hearing this entire message to the very end is your greatest act of pure faith. I constantly look down proudly from the bright courts of heaven, and I can clearly see how carefully you have been trying to bravely rebuild your quiet, lonely life all by yourself. The secret I want to openly share tonight is that you completely no longer have to build your life alone, because I have already expertly finished preparing your true partner. Do not casually miss this exact message, because your future soulmate is reaching for your hand tonight to safely help you carry the remaining heavy weight of your daily life. Have you randomly felt an intense, overwhelming urge to suddenly change your daily routine? Perhaps taking a totally, completely different walking path or visiting a perfectly brand new quiet place. These sudden inward pulls are absolutely not silly accidents. They are my subtle, careful nudges perfectly positioning you so you physically cross paths with the exact person meant for you. Your distant soulmate is desperately trying to successfully contact you tonight, and by immediately following these gentle feelings, you are silently answering their desperate, unspoken call. You absolutely must instantly let go of the deep anger you still silently hold toward the foolish people who terribly mistreated your precious, trusting heart in the distant past. Carrying that heavy, burning poison only deeply hurts your own precious soul and effectively blocks the bright, beautiful light of the new, healthy love I am eagerly trying to safely deliver. Fully trust in my completely perfect timing tonight, because your deeply faithful partner is happily running toward your home, and your heart must be swept entirely clean. The Lord says, please keep your tearful eyes closely fixed on this exact specific video, because the amazing blessing coming entirely at the end will officially end your long chapters. If you quickly lose your necessary focus, you might see the final beautiful piece of the massive puzzle I am currently